Patriots is directed by Berg. It stars Mark Wahlberg, J.K. Simmons, Kevin Bacon, John Goodman, and Michelle Monaghan. This is the film about the Boston Marathon bombing and the manhunt of those two terrorists, and that is it. This is the third time Berg and Mark Wahlberg are collaborating after Lone Survivor and Deepwater Horizon. I was excited for this. Excited may not seem like the right word, but to be quite honest with you guys, I was really interested in seeing this movie because I remember where I was when the Boston Marathon happened. I was in my freshman year of high school. I was in my Spanish class. I looked at my phone. I got a text message saying 2 explosions just happened at the Boston Marathon. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And I followed everything. The manhunt, the investigation, the trials. I've been following the Boston Marathon since it happened in 2013. And also, I'm in love with Boston. I love that city. I'm not from there, but I love going there. I love the community. I love the people. So naturally, I was really excited for Patriots Day, and I gotta tell you guys right now, this movie was phenomenal. This is a very important movie. It is something that everyone should go check out. It's an important movie. Yes, it may be too soon of a movie, and I totally understand if that could be a problem for some people, but to me, I push that aside because of how well done the movie was. I think Berg has found his shtick, where he's taken movies based on recent true events and turned them into movies. He did such a good job with Lone Survivor and Deepwater Horizon that I knew that after those 2 movies he could do anything. Then I saw this and I'm like, oh, now it's official that he could do practically anything. He's so good at making these tragic events and focusing more on the characters than the action, because there's not really many action sequences in this movie, and when there are action sequences, they are compelling, but they're not in your face. They're not as focused on as the characters are. I did not see actors in this movie. I saw real people. I saw the characters that they were playing, the people that they were playing. And I gotta talk about the performances first because everyone is terrific in this movie. Mark Wahlberg is fantastic here as one of the cops who's a part of this manhunt, finding these terrorists. I thought Kevin Bacon shined in this movie. He was really great. John Goodman, phenomenal in the film. Michelle Monaghan, very good. J.K. Simmons, terrific. All the actors in this movie are terrific. Even the terrorists. The terrorists were both really good. Like, they were really good. One of them was Alex Wolff from the Naked Brothers Band, which absolutely shocked me. Because as someone who grew up with that show and their music, I was shocked, and he did a phenomenal job. Alex Wolff as one of the brothers. He played the younger terrorist. He was really good. The action sequences, they are all well done. They're not shaky cam. It's handheld camera, and it's shot like a documentary. Like, I'll get to that with the cinematography, but just to briefly talk about the action is so well done. It's so claustrophobic that you're just on the edge of your seat the entire time. Like, even if you know what happens, you're still on the edge of your seat, because I knew what was going to happen, but I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my God, I can't even breathe right now. I need a breather. I need to calm down, Berg. Like, it's so good. The action sequences are very well done in this movie. I thought his direction was solid. Really, really great direction. The characters were very well developed. They were fleshed out. Their stories were compelling. That's a good thing in terms of the writing. I wasn't bored with the movie. I can tell you guys this right now. It was a long movie, but I wasn't bored with it. Going into the cinematography, like I brought with the action sequences, the movie is shot with handheld camera, so it's shot like a documentary, and if you're not really fond of whenever movies are shot like that, I can totally understand that. But the reason why the movie is shot like that is so that you can feel like you're with everybody during this event. It makes total sense why Berg decided to shoot this film like a documentary, because I felt like I was there with everybody. I felt like I was there when the marathon explosion happened. I felt like I was there while we were chasing the terrorists. I feel like I was there when one of them was killed. I felt I was there with every single person. Like, that's the beautiness of a movie like this. And the biggest praise I have to say about this movie is that it's a beautiful love letter to the city of Boston, to the victims. It's a beautiful film. It's a beautiful, beautiful tribute. And at the end of the movie, right after the actual movie ends, and you see interviews from, like, the victims and the cops, it's really heartbreaking. But you could tell that Berg really wanted to make this movie as a love letter to Boston. Boston's strong. Like, you could tell Boston's strong throughout this entire movie, and that's the beautiness of Patriots Day. My only flaw with the movie, and it is little, the first 10 minutes of the movie, right before the marathon explosion happened, it was a little bumpy. I get it was setting up all the characters, but in all honesty, the first 10 minutes were a little bumpy, but other than that, I thought Patriots Day was a phenomenal film. I thought this was fantastically well done. The performances were great from Mark Wahlberg, J.K. Simmons, Kevin Bacon, John Goodman, Michelle Monaghan, the terrorists as well. The cinematography was really good. The action was well done. It was a beautiful love letter to Boston. I thought this film was terrific. I'm going to give Patriots Day a solid A. Guys, tell me what you thought of this movie. If you saw it, what is your favorite film set in Boston or related to Boston? Just tell me your favorite films in Boston. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you guys soon.